Mokgaitsi wa itse gore ka senyesemane go na le seane se seng se ba reng life is a peach ha go le monate kere. Now we've all heard this saying once in our lives or maybe even used it a couple of times. Now Zola went about visiting a farmer in Ceres whose life is actually quite peachy.
Summer is synonymous for all the amazing fruit that's available to us. But being from the Western Cape, we're all more than aware of the recent drought conditions. So it's actually a wonder that we still have so much delicious fruit to enjoy. And for that, we have our resilient, amazing farmers to thank.
In 2016, the Western Cape experienced the worst drought conditions in over 20 years. A severe shortage in required rainfall resulted in very little water supply and smaller crop yields, a devastating blow to farming communities. The impact on farmers has meant they've had to implement new techniques which save water and ensures they can still meet supply and stay in business.
JC, before I get started on asking you how you survived the drought, please tell me what type of fruit you farm with on your farm.
Well, we've got roughly around about 60 varieties between nectarines, peaches and plums. On the nectarine side, we've got white flesh nectarines and yellow flesh nectarines.
How exactly did the drought affect the farm and how did you have to adjust?
We'll basically just have a lower yield because of the growth on the trees that was less than we expected. And it just made us make better plans and use water better. I think we learned a lot last year.
Has it affected the quality of the fruit?
Last year we had smaller fruit because of less water. This year the quality is looking good, size is looking good, but as I said, our overall yield is down.
When I walk around and I look around, all the fruit is so beautiful and so magnificent, but obviously my eye isn't trained. So how exactly can you tell when the fruit's ripe?
We do tests in the morning where we test the pressures of the flesh. That gives us an indication of what fruit is ready and what is not. And from there, you will basically look at the fruit shoulders, where we usually look at if the shoulders are fully red, not like this one, then we'll know that the fruit is ready to pick. Still have a green tinge here, so we'll leave this for next pick.
Usually when I meet with farmers who farm a certain variety of something, they don't really eat the fruit or the vegetable. Is that the case for you?
No, I actually love fruit, eat a lot of fruit.
And if I had to ask you to choose just one favorite, what would it be?
Well, my favorite is an old yellow cling variety called a Casey. It's mainly a canning peach. And then these white flesh nectarines that we produce as well.
I knew you couldn't pick just one.
Stone fruit season runs from around November to March, and midsummer is the perfect time to enjoy these juicy gems, as most varieties of plums, peaches and nectarines and apricots are available.
Now that I've learned how the fruit is grown, it's time to finally eat some. And the chef at Montpellier has come up with a menu that consists mainly of stone fruit. So I wonder what she's cooking up.
Chef Carol Collins is dedicated to culinary excellence and loves to serve up fresh interpretations of traditional food using local produce.
I've created a menu this evening around the stone fruits which come from our valley. I've got stuffed mushrooms to start off with. I stuffed it with dried peaches, fresh peaches and some plums, mixed with a few other secret ingredients, and then I've topped it with fried copper just to give it a nice sort of smokiness and texture to it at the end. My main course I've gone into is a pork fillet that's got gorgonzola and pecan nuts that are stuffed in a plum, which gets roasted with baby onions into the pork with a bit of red wine and then roasted in the oven. And that I'm going to serve with a lovely fresh salad with some, of course, some stone fruit from the valley in it. The dessert I've decided this evening is a plum tartare, which is a caramel base with fresh plums, some other stone fruit as well mixed in, topped with a puff pastry. It then gets baked in the oven, turned upside down when served, and I've served that with one of my own creations, which is a balsamic vinegar ice cream.
If you'd like to try this plum tart tartare at home, you can find the recipe at expressoshow.com.
My favorite part about stone fruit is its versatility, the way it can go so seamlessly from savory to sweet. And after learning all I've learned today, I'm really excited to get into my own kitchen and make some really delicious recipes.